Okay, YouTube and Rumble. We went out to Bucks Pocket State Park, climbed up the overlook, kind of got a little bit frozen. Anyway, we're here over by Huntsville, and there's Lake Gunnersville where I took that other trip. And if you go right up the street on 227, there's another little spur off the lake, and that's Bucks Pocket. And they've got a lot of off-road vehicle trails, got some rock climbing trails. They've got several other trails. 3 of them were out of commission. They're not available right now. And just down the street is part of Bucks Pocket. Morgan's Cove is where I launched the kayak from the next morning after I'd hiked around there the day before. Anyway, take a look at it if you want. Tragically, the little creek next to the park, I couldn't launch the kayak in there. It was dry. So that's in the video too. All right, good afternoon, YouTube and Rumble. And I've got the newest piece of technology loaded up on my kayak. This is a Newport 36-pound thrust electric motor, a trolling motor. And I put it on the Ascent 12 kayak right here using this device. This plumber's leftovers thing that some guy on YouTube showed me how to hook up. And I put together this PVC. Now I glued mine with a 2x4, a couple pieces of hardware, and it fits right in the holes where you'd usually put your rods. And instead of having 2 spaces for rods, I now have 4. One of these I'm going to put a flag. I got this thing hooked up to, this is a 50 amp hour, 12 volt battery, lithium, so it's not heavy, with a Newport battery box, which I've disassembled here. My only concern was these things. Let me get that in the camera. This is the connection from the trolling motor. I was kind of worried it wouldn't fit on here really well, but it does fine. You just need to screw that down there good and tight. And this thing, the battery stays in the battery box, so it never gets wet. And total, this side on the kayak, this is 18 pounds, I believe. And this together is 12, and the battery box is a couple more. So this is going to stay on the left side of the boat, and this will stay on the right, because I was really concerned about too much weight on one side flipping the whole thing over. So we're going to take it out to Bucks Pocket and test it, and that'll be the next part of this video. Okay, we're going to do the test of the Newport motor. Let's see if I can do this without flipping this beast. Okay, we are launched, and it doesn't seem too unstable. That's I'm going to lower this into the water, and immediately that helped. So let's paddle out a little bit. It's nicely sloped. It's about 4 feet deep here, and got this going. Ooh, I have to learn how to steer this beast. Ooh, that was a reverse speed. Okay, that's speed number 1. Nice. Practice steering this thing. Look at these fish jumping out here. Man, all right, we're going to try a little faster. Nope, wrong way. Towards me moves forward, and away from me is reversed. And it steers pretty quickly. I mean, just a little bit of the tiller and you move. Okay. It's third gear out of 5. Midships or some other sailor talk. And this is 5th gear. And I would get a little vibration here. I would say we're doing about 3 or 4 miles an hour. And that's not too bad. I'm gonna wait to stay away from there. That bird is standing there. So yes. Very dry out here right now, so there's some shallow parts. Probably takes a minute to get used to steering this, but it's nice. This is nice. And to make sure my buttocks stay on the opposite side of the boat from the engine, because the motor weighs like 20 pounds and the battery only weighs 12. So if I shift my butt the wrong way, we could all go in the drink. Some kids set up a climbing rope over here. Kind of overcast. I was promised clear weather, so I'm kind of disappointed in that. This is cool. Waiting birds out here as usual. And I'm out here hassling them as always. Sorry, bird. I didn't mean it. So yeah, not moving real fast, but I don't know. This is not a heavy boat, and every little shift to the weight makes you feel like you're going to tip it over, so, which I've never done yet. But this is nice. Now I could go to a fishing spot like over there, you know, half a mile away, and not be exhausted. Might even go upstream. Whoa. Still have full battery indicator. That's nice. Let's crank it up again. And I did not note the time because I'm trying to see how long it takes to drain the battery a little bit. But as this is a maiden voyage, we'll go ahead and wing it a little bit. And that prop is about 12 inches. It is about 12 inches under the water. So probably have to be pretty careful about how shallow you go. Where that opens up right there is Lake Guntersville. There's the rain, right on schedule. They said that was on 5-speed. They said the internet guys all said that if you put it on a lower speed, your battery will last much, much longer. And I don't ever want to go in a position where I've just taken the boat out a good distance and have to paddle back. That would not be good. So we're going to go up here to this corner, turn around, because it looks like it's starting to rain. We're going to see how this thing handles. So that up ahead is Lake Guntersville. And as this is first trip on this motorized vessel, I'm going to turn it around because I don't have any fishing gear and here comes the rain. Take it. That's a hard turn right there. That's as hard as I can turn. Lose a little bit of maneuverability. Really pick up the speed. And as a general principle, I don't like being out on the water when it's raining. We're going to head for home. So I'd say this is a great success, and y'all have a good day now.